Hi everyone. So today we're testing out our time-locked contract in the NexScript playground. So as you can see, I've got our final contract here in the playground. And first thing we're going to do is compile it. So click this button down here where it says compile, and you'll see it pop up over on this box on the side that says contract artifacts. So you see our time-locked contract. You can see details about it. You can download it. It's a JSON file. And so what we need to do is actually turn that into a real contract on chain. So you go over to the new contract tab, we then select our artifact, time-locked contract, and then we can actually give it a name. So it will be fairly boring, just call it time-locked contract. And we have two arguments that go into the constructor that we set up. So we've got the public key of the spender and we've got the lock time. So what we need is a new wallet for the spender. So we're going to go to the wallets tab, create a new wallet. We're going to call this spender wallet. And what we need is the address. So we're going to copy the address, go back to here. Oh, sorry, we don't need the address. We need the pub key. So pub key hex, that's what we're going to grab from there. And we're going to paste that in there. And then we need a lock time. So what we're going to do is we'll go to the Explorer. So I've got a tab open for that, explorer.nexa.org. And we're going to look at what the current block height is. So as you can see, the current block height is 641,910. So we're going to skip ahead and we'll select that for now and paste it in here. Give us a little warning because we've got a comma in there. So we'll delete that so we make sure it's just digits, so it's just a number. And then we're going to add a few blocks. So we're going to go to 3 blocks into the future so you can actually test it out properly. And then we're going to go create. Okay, so we click create, created contract, great. Okay, so now if we click on the contracts tab, we'll see it here, time-locked contract. We've got the details, so the pub key spender and the lock time in here. But right now there's 0 UTXOs, which means there's no money on here. So the first thing we're going to do is send over a small amount of Nexa. So I'm off screen, which you can't see. I'm sending some money over from my wallet. So just scan the QR code. And then we're going to send over. 50 Nex. And in a second it will pop up. Okay, so it's sent over. If we go refresh, click this little refresh button, see 1 UTXO. As you can see, we've got 50 Nex, 5,000 sats, and that's setting in a UTXO in this contract. So our contract is now live. So what we do next is we need to build a transaction to test it. So we go over here to transaction builder, we select time-locked contract, and we've got some arguments. So if we go select wallet, we've only got one wallet, the spender wallet. Just so we keep it clear, we're just going to put manual UTXO selection and disable automatic change output. So we're going to select our contract UTXO here, time-locked contract, and we're going to put a receiver address. So the receiver address, we're going to just take the address of our spender. And the amount we're going to send is, we're going to do 4,000. Okay, so now we can click send. That's as simple as that. So what's going to happen? Oh, look, it failed. So why did it fail? Well, if we go back to the Explorer, let's see what is the block height now. Block height is only one further than it was before. So we're at 641,911. And if you remember, if we go back to our contract details here. Oh, here. So we need to wait until 641,913. So the network will not allow it to be spent because it's not arrived at the block height that we need yet. So I'm going to pause the video here and we're going to wait until we've reached that block height, and then we're going to try again exactly what we did before. Nothing else changed. We're just going to wait. Okay, so as you can see, I refresh the page, we're now at 641,914. So if we go back to the NexScript playground, we're past our lock time that we set. So we're past our threshold. So if you go back to the transaction builder, we've got everything in there that we put in there before. So nothing's changed. And remember, it failed last time. So let's click send. Ta-da! Transaction successfully sent, and so now it went through. So as you can see, the transaction failed at an earlier point in time, but the exact same transaction succeeded at a later point in time after that time lock threshold. And so it worked. We managed to test our simple smart contract. It's working. It runs on the network. Great. So next in the article, we're going to go through how to actually get this up and running in code in JavaScript using the NexScript SDK. So thanks for watching, everyone.